What's good, 12th man? Your boy is back with some absolutely insane news that's going to shake the entire Pacific Northwest to its core. Listen up, because what I'm about to tell you is going to change everything you thought you knew about this 2025 Seahawks season. We've got three massive stories brewing in the Emerald City that are interconnected in ways that will blow your mind. First, we've got a running back who's about to explode onto the scene and completely flip the script on our ground game. Then we've got analysts predicting something that could make this Pittsburgh matchup the most important game of our early season. And finally, oh man, this one's going to hurt. We might be witnessing the end of an era in our secondary that nobody saw coming. 12th man, I need you to smash that like button right now because this information is going to spread like wildfire through Seahawks Nation. Drop a comment below with your predictions and make sure you're subscribed because this roller coaster is just getting started. The energy at Lumen Field is about to reach levels we haven't seen since the Legion of Boom days. Our offensive coordinator has been cooking up something special. Our defense is about to get a massive shake-up. And one particular player is positioned to have a career-defining moment that could change the trajectory of our entire season. Are you ready for the most shocking Seahawks news that's going to have you questioning everything you thought you knew about Mike Macdonald's master plan? Because what happens next is going to leave the entire NFL world talking about Seattle for all the right reasons or all the wrong ones. Here we go. 12th man, the cat is officially out of the bag, and his name is Zach Charbonnet. That's right. Our second-year powerhouse has just been crowned the new king of the Seahawks backfield, and I'm telling you right now, this changes everything about how we approach our ground game. What we witnessed against San Francisco wasn't just a fluke, it was a declaration of war against every defense in the NFL. While Kenneth Walker III was struggling to find his rhythm and looked indecisive behind the line of scrimmage, Charbonnet stepped up like the absolute warrior we knew he could beat. 12 carries, 47 yards, and most importantly, when the Seahawks needed someone to punch it into the end zone against one of the league's toughest defenses, who did they turn to? Zach Charbonnet. The writing has been on the wall since training camp, 12th man, and Clint Kubiak just made it official with his goal line package selection. Charbonnet has exceeded his rushing props in 9 out of 10 games when he gets double-digit carries. That's not luck. That's pure domination and consistent excellence that separates elite players from the rest. And here's the kicker that has Vegas taking notice. The Pittsburgh Steelers just got absolutely gashed for 134 rushing yards by running backs in Week 1, ranking them as the third worst run defense in the entire league. CBS Sports is calling the over on Charbonnet's 42.5 rushing yards, one of the best bets of the week. And when the experts are that confident, you know something special is brewing. But 12 men, this isn't just about one game or one betting line. This is about a seismic shift in our offensive identity that could define the next several seasons. Sharrett is showing the league that Seattle has found their new thunder and lightning combination, and he's ready to carry this team on his back through the toughest defenses. Kenneth Walker might be the flashier athlete with better speed and cutting ability, but Charbonnet has that old-school Marshawn Lynch mentality that this city craves. He's physical, he's decisive, he runs angry, and when you need those tough yards between the tackles, he's your guy. The fact that he got 0 targets in the passing game against San Francisco doesn't matter because his job is crystal clear. Pound a rock, move the chains, and wear down opposing defenses. But hold on to your jerseys tight, 12th man, because if you think Charbonnet taking over the backfield is big news, wait until you hear what the national experts are predicting for our entire rushing attack this weekend. 12 man, what I'm about to tell you is going to have you screaming at your TV, calling every Seahawks fan you know. I'm probably waking up your neighbors. Former NFL quarterback and current analyst David Carr just dropped the most explosive prediction about our Week 2 matchup that has the entire football world doing double takes and questioning everything they thought they knew about our offense. Are you sitting down? Because David Carr is boldly predicting that the Seattle Seahawks are going to rush for 200 yards against Pittsburgh. That's right, 12 men, 200 yards on the ground in a single game. We're talking about a performance that would rank among the most dominant rushing displays in recent Seahawks history and potentially the best ground game performance of the entire 2025 NFL season so far. Now I know exactly what you're thinking, but we only managed 84 measly yards against San Francisco. Here's the thing that changes everything: 12 men. The 49ers have one of the most elite, suffocating run defenses in the entire NFL, with multiple Pro Bowl players in their front seven, while the Steelers just got absolutely demolished and embarrassed by the New York Jets for 182 rushing yards. That's not a typo. 182 yards of pure ground domination. Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker III are about to unleash absolute hell on a Pittsburgh defense that's still trying to figure out their gap assignments and how to stop even basic running concepts. Our offensive line knows they didn't get the push and movement they needed against San Francisco's elite front, and you absolutely know they've been working around the clock all week in practice to make sure they dominate the trenches and create massive running lanes against Pittsburgh. But here's where it gets really interesting and strategic. 12th man, we've got Robert Klee as our defensive coordinator, and he knows the Steelers' offensive tendencies, personnel packages, and game planning philosophy better than almost anyone in the league. This is going to be a chess match where our offense finally gets to showcase the full arsenal of what Clint Kubiak has been building and perfecting all off-season long. Imagine this scenario unfolding before your eyes. Charbonnet pounding the rock relentlessly between the tackles. Kenneth Walker breaking off explosive runs to the outside edges. Our offensive line creating holes so massive you could drive a semi-truck through them. And the Steelers' defense getting more exhausted with every single snap. This isn't just about one game or one statistical milestone 12-man. This is about establishing our identity as a team that can impose its physical will on any defense in the league. But while our offense is preparing to potentially make history, there's a major situation developing in our secondary that could change everything about our defensive approach. 12th man, this is where things get real, and I need you to prepare yourself mentally and emotionally for what might be the most shocking and controversial defensive storyline of the entire 2025 season. We need to have an honest, difficult conversation about Rick Woolen, and unfortunately, this discussion is going to hurt every single person who believed in his potential. Our once promising quarterback, who took the league by storm and led the entire NFL with 6 spectacular interceptions as a rookie in 2022, is now facing the biggest fight of his professional career. Since that incredible record-breaking rookie season that had us all dreaming of championship parades, Woolen has managed just 5 total interceptions across 2 full seasons. His missed tackle rate has doubled to alarming levels. And that catastrophic final drive against San Francisco, that back-breaking 45 completion and touchdown he gave up in crucial coverage, might have single-handedly cost us the entire game and our season opener. But here's where the story gets absolutely crazy on potentially franchise-changing. 12th man, the Seahawks might have already found their secret weapon replacement, and he's been hiding in plain sight on our own roster. Enter Darian Kendrick, the talented former Los Angeles Rams cornerback who missed the entire 2024 season, battling back from a devastating ACL injury, but is now completely healthy, hungry for redemption, and ready to make his permanent mark in the Pacific Northwest. In his last healthy season back in 2023, Kendrick had 12 quality starts for Los Angeles and excelled at the one fundamental aspect of cornerback play that Woolen has never been able to master throughout his entire NFL career: aggressive physical run defense. While Woolen consistently shies away from contact and avoids engaging with blockers and ball carriers, Kendrick recorded an impressive 13 run stuffs, and played with exactly the kind of physicality, toughness, and fearless mentality that Mike Macdonald's defensive system absolutely demands from every player. With Devin Witherspoon dealing with nagging knee issues that could limit his effectiveness, and the Steelers planning to attack us systematically with a balanced offensive approach that will test every level of our defense, Kendrick might be exactly the physical, reliable presence we desperately need in our secondary. Aaron Rodgers threw 8 screen passes in Week 1 alone, which means our quarterbacks are going to be playing close to the line of scrimmage, making tackles in space.